Jamestown is one of the oldest settlements of Ghana, originating from a British colony that emerged in the 17th century. This highly spirited and cultured town remains home to olden colonial buildings, a fishing harbor, lively festivals, and traditional rituals that together make up the heart of Jamestown. However, this cultured area is also one of the poorest neighborhoods of Accra, where many families lack some basic necessities needed to thrive.
My name is Aglo, and this is where I live. Okay. It is Jamestown. This place is called SCEF, and I live here with my parents. I have been with SCEF for 5 years now. Before I came to SCEF, life was so tough for me. Even my parents could not afford to buy stationaries, books, and other stuff for school. So it's like every time school resumes, I have to struggle a lot to get some books to start up with the education. Sometimes I have to borrow books from my friends. Some will dash me and the rest to be using for exercise and homework and other stuff. I have to see this after me. When I go to GHS, over there during the weekend, I've been moving to town to be doing some menial jobs that I get money at the end of the day. So when I bring that money to the house, I make sure I take care of the house with the money. Sometimes I go to the market, I buy ingredients, and I prepare food for all of us to eat. When my sisters are also going to school the following morning, I give them something to go to school.
I met Daniel Aglo through one of our contact programs, which now we call it Reading is Fun. We used to call it Vacation Reading Club. That is what we used to call it. So we had a contact program in their school. You know, as regular programs with SCEF, we used to have art club, reading club. Yeah, he was one tiny small boy, very brilliant. And so out of our program, we decided to help him. He was recommended by one of their teachers who thought that the boy was brilliant, but he hasn't got the necessary resources to sustain him and then getting him far to where he wants to be. So out of that, we drew him closer to us, and that was how we started supporting Aglo.
Education is key when it comes to helping these children thrive and overcome their living conditions. It also helps them develop a positive identity as they integrate themselves in a safe environment where their self-esteem can grow as they play and learn, while building resiliency for a brighter future.
One thing I know about Daniel, as a social worker, since I started working at SCEF, is that I believe that he's one focused young man, and he's determined, very determined, and I believe that when you look at his story and then basically you could read from the lines some snippets or little things of inspiration that would even you as an adult get to you that you can also learn from.
With Daniel, he's focused. He knows where he wants to be. He also strives. He doesn't let someone think less of him. He wants to be the best among the rest. That is one thing about Daniel. And he also comes to me anytime that he needs information. He doesn't understand anything. He comes for research. He's more he wants to make it in life. He's someone who wants to be a lawyer in future. But sometimes you ask him, he will say he's going to be a lawyer. Sometimes he says, I want to do something about advocacy. He's still on a rusty stage, so he's still polishing up. But on the whole, academically, he's good. He's respectful. And he's down to earth, if I'm to put it in that way.
This is my bike. You see, I've been wanting for this bike for long, and recently SCEF surprised me by buying this bike for me for my schooling because the distance is far and most of the times I don't have transport. You see, So SCEF has made sure that I get this bike so that the transport becomes easier for me through a flow.
If a child is signed onto the program, a profile is prepared on the child, and the child's profile is being sent to our outstations in USA, Finland, Germany, to get the story out there, to get a godparent. The word godparent comes in whereby it's not you taking up a child into your house, but also supporting the child in terms of the education, the health, and other things that come in, that is around the child. So that is where the godparent comes in, and the godparent is supposed to contribute. If someone says, I'm going to take this child on, the godparent has to take on the cost element, that's the education element, and the health element of the child, to provide to provide something good for the child in terms of the well-being of the child.
His educational, whatever he needs, whether his books, whether his, even his pocket money or pocket allowance for school, he's been provided with that. Not long ago, my colleague worked out some things to get him easy transportation to school, and that was getting him a bicycle to ride to school, yes, all the time with a helmet. And I believe that with this, SCEF has been able to help him more. We as an organization are trying to also not only empower the child but also empower the father as well. So we've had various talks with the father on exactly what he wants to do, to help his son, because it seems that Daniel is the eldest. Of course, he's learning to be a mature person out of this particular situation. But sometimes the pressure on his shoulders are too much for him as a young man or a young child growing up.
Yeah, he was in public school, but again, public school it is free tuition. That's why we do what we do. At the basic level, students are required to still pay the extra classes fees after school. There's another session organized which is costing them like 25 cents US dollars, and in Ghana it's around 50 cents, 50 pesos. So, and it's every day. So in a week it's almost like $1 in a week, and then they have to go to school for 50 for so many days, 200 days. So if you count all of that, it's a lot of money. They have to buy their own exercise books, 20 pieces each academic year, textbooks, school uniform, school bags, shoes, and all of this. So when we got into Aglo's life, we helped him to be able to get all of these things. We also gave him like that support. We walked him through his journey. Like he has people he could trust, who come to and talk to freely about what was bothering him, what was going on in his life. We could offer him advice, we could guide him. But when these resources are within our reach, we give to him. So we have walked the journey with Aglo through to he has finished his junior high school, he's finished his, and now he's in senior high school, moving to complete. So what we have provided has been mainly, I say, the shoulder that walked him through his journey, and soliciting for support from people to get his school supplies, his school requirements. And at some point, we even realized that when he got to senior high school, the journey to school was quite far. Together with our very generous godparents, we were able to provide a bike and ride to school. So, yeah, these are the basic things we've been able. The most important thing is we've been there for him.
The Street Children Empowerment Foundation has been a key tool in supporting the children of Jamestown develop resiliency and reach their goals and dreams. With the help from godparents who are able to provide these children with education, we are able to overcome important issues together, beginning with the younger generations of Jamestown.
Thank you, sir.